Welcome to the A-High Championship Friday as we crown two boys hockey champions this evening. Hello there, hockey fans. Alongside Chris Dubiel, I am Jason Shaver. We turn our attention to the bracket that got these two teams here to play for the title.
Yeah, for BGHW, they have been stampeding through the playoffs. BGHW beat Naperville 8-1, then Libertyville 4-1 in the quarters before knocking off Plainfield 5-2 in the semis. Cam Christopher, 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points alongside Ryan Costanza to lead the way for BGHW. And then for Maine, it's been a tough road for them, but they are here. Joey Murphy, a .67 goals against average. They are a 6-2 goal differential in the playoffs. They've scratched and clawed their way to get to this point. They are 45 minutes away from a state championship.
Jones able to dig it free, and here's Cam Christopher, the top player in high school hockey in the combined league. And you got to keep an eye on him. Almost 50 goals so far this season as it's jammed out in front, and they score early. Jacob Forsberg has given the Stampede a 1-0 lead.
Puck down low. Christopher tries to center. Kind of got broken up, but Forsberg, he hung with it the whole way, right on top of the blue paint. He went where the goals are, and he gets rewarded. Oh, wow. Second effort there to jam it home off the pad of Murphy. What a start for BGHW. It doesn't get any better than that. Scoring a minute and 14 into this one. Yeah, a little scrum behind the play here between Carangella and Krishke. The stick was caught in the midsection of Carangella, and Krishke gets called for the hold there, and he's pretty incensed on his way to the box. But it's a penalty that Maine is going to have to kill here. They've been good on the PK, but a key spot here to keep it a 1-goal game early on.
The Stampede just under 30% on the season on the power play. Varsity at the middle of the blue line, shifts more towards his right. The defenseman working the right side. Christopher will chip it in the corner. Christopher now goes to the front of the net. That shot kicked away. Rebound opportunity, and unable to finish. The second look was Costanza.
That puck might have been bobbling a little bit. It looked like Costanza double clutch, maybe trying to settle it down, and it cost him.
Gronkowski back in. Costanza will set it up to the point. Wrister through, and a score! Dominic Pasoli with the flex, and a 2-0 lead for BGHW.
This is just a shot through traffic. All kinds of bodies in front. I don't think McGrath had much of a look at that puck. Great screen in front there by Jackson Gronkowski. Not sure who tipped it, but it was Pasoli who let it fly. It finds some twine, and a power play goal has the Stampede up 2-0. What a start for the number 1 seed.
Christopher will be tipped in by Costanza, left off by the goaltender Murphy. Loose puck at the line. Sellett's a shot. Blocker save. Rebound. Christopher scores! Cam Christopher collides with the glass as he gives his team a 3-0 lead late in the second.
The J.J. O'Connor Player of the Year for the combined division is right there, Johnny, on the spot. Cam Christopher, a juicy rebound, and all he had to do was backhand it into an open cage. And it's a 3-goal lead for the Stampede, and they are buzzing.
Cooney in the corner, working back behind the net. Centers it out in front. A shot by Donahue would not go. Kept alive. Donahue shoots. He scores! And all of a sudden we're getting a hockey game early in the third. Maine, much needed offense from J.P. Donahue.
Donahue gets the goal, fires it into the cage. But what a play here by Brick. We're going to see it behind the net. He never gives up. puck behind the net. He strips the defenseman and then makes a gorgeous centering feed. What a play by Brick. Donahue, the finish. And we are not done, not by any stretch.
Years, Donahue, one of them, has got his team on the score sheet.
Really good play there by Cullen Jones to deny that centering feed.
Ronkowski finds his way in. Shot back against the grain was wide. At the point, Jones doing it at both ends of the rink now as he keeps it alive. Twisted deeper by Forsberg, who opened up the scoring. Here's a shot but wide by Pelosi, who has a goal. They bank it in. A huge goal for Ronkowski, and it's a 3-goal lead once again for BGHW.
Jason, we see this with Wolves games. It's the lively end boards. Pasoli's shot misses the net, comes right out in front, and Ronkowski is first to it and slips it past Murphy. How many times do we see teams try to make that play in Wolves games, and it's the Stampede capitalizing on the lively end boards, and they restore their 3-goal lead.
As Krishke at the point will feed it off. Traffic developing out in front. The shot redirected. They score! A tip out in front, and it's poked home by Matt DeLuca. And Maine once again trying to not go away quietly.
I said they had to score a power play goal here, and they get it. It's Donahue with the long flipper, and it's tipped. Great tip in front
Matt
by
DeLuca.
Matt DeLuca.
The junior forward.
Tucked it just inside the post, too. Alanis had good coverage down low, but he just quite couldn't reach that tipped shot. And Maine still alive here with 3.5 to go. Anything can happen.
BGHW leading by 2 with 2 to go. They're comprised of students from Buffalo Grove, John Hershey, and Wheeling. They're looking for their 3rd state title. Maine is trying to prevail for the very first time. Off the face-off, a clearing attempt. That hit Chanced, broken up, and here comes Gogarty. Aiden Gogarty fights to the slot, and he'll seal it with the goal! He flies into the boards. He said after the semifinals, this will be my last hockey game, and he might have scored the last goal for the Stampede tonight.
Dogged effort. Chanced doing everything he can. The diving block attempt. Gogarty avoids that, and he gets to put the cherry on top of the cake with the empty net goal. And they're 156 away from hoisting that state championship trophy.
And you just get a little bit of this extra anticipation,
Stoke up the crowd a little bit more. These guys can't wait to pour off the bench. This is what they worked for all year.
The crowd below us is going crazy. The bench is electric. You play your whole lifetime for moments like this.
And this is what it's all about.
They made it back. And they will make a memory that will last a lifetime. The BGHW Stampede are the 2026 Illinois Combined State Champions. Chris Waters said, we've got 3 high schools. They all hang out together. They're hockey buddies. They have girlfriends that go to the different high schools. And boy, it has all come to fruition.
Yeah.
Buffalo Grove, John Hershey, and Wheeling take the crown for the 3rd time.
Yeah, Chris told us that you would have no idea that these kids go to 3 different high schools with how tight they were and are. And now they're going to get to share a moment together that will last a lifetime. They get to walk together as champions forever, for the rest of their lives. They did it in front of their friends, their family, their classmates. And this is the stuff you dream about. Pouring off the bench, throwing up the gloves, the sticks, getting rid of the helmet, and celebrating. And it's hugs all around as they cap off a fantastic season. Number 1 all the way. And they're going to be led into the handshake line by the Player of the Year, Cam Christopher, who was no stranger to the moment himself.
We go back to Chris Dubiel for your final thoughts on this contest.
Just a tremendous hockey game. These kids put on a show. The effort was there all night. We got to see the high speed, the skill, and really what Illinois high school hockey is all about. And BGHW, they had their eyes on the prize all year long, never took it off the prize, and they got the job done. They cashed in when they needed to. Just an all-out great effort by the Stampede when they needed it the most.
Yeah, ton of fun. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Thanks, Jason. Loved it.
It was so much fun. That will do it for Game 1 of our boys high school hockey doubleheader championship. In the first one, the combined Buffalo Grove, the Stampede, also including high schools from John Hershey and Wheeling. They defeat Maine Township 5-2 for the combined title.